This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Monday, July 21st, 2025. I'm Gary Dick. Visit Indy hosted about 20 corporate executives for the WNBA All-Star game. Visit Indy Executive Vice President Chris Gall called it a unique opportunity to showcase Indiana's capital city for potential future investment.
That is part of why this weekend is so important. 20 corporations are activating, from Nike to Gatorade, from DoorDash to Uber Eats. A lot of big brands activating here, entertaining C-suite executives, and that's also part of this tourism equation.
Indiana University Health has announced that academic medicine leader Dr. Michelle Susana has been named president of the Adult Academic Health Center, comprised of IU Health Methodist and University hospitals, as well as its metro area hospitals. Susana, who has been in the role on an interim basis, replaces longtime IU Health leader Dr. Ryan Nagy, who early this year took a leadership position at Boston Children's Hospital. Susana will lead IU Health's Methodist and University hospitals in downtown Indianapolis, as well as suburban hospitals, including IU Health North, IU Health Fishers, and IU Health West. The city of Evansville has issued a request for proposals to identify potential developers that could revive Mesker Amphitheater for use as an entertainment venue. Mesker Amphitheater originally opened in 1951 and served as one of the region's largest open-air concert venues. The last big concert at Mesker took place in 2009. The venue closed in 2012. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Indiana's economy is on the move, and every region has a role to play. Join IBJ Media and Inside Indiana Business for the Innovate Indiana series, presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. We're traveling to 10 regions across the state to spotlight business growth, workforce development, innovation, and Indiana's tech hubs. Don't miss this front row look at Indiana's future and the growth opportunities in your region. Find out when we'll be in your area at ibj.com/innovate. Indiana Supreme Court on Friday denied Attorney General Todd Rokita's call to dismiss a second disciplinary action against him.
The case stems from public comments made 3 years ago about Rokita's investigation of an Indianapolis abortion provider. The court appointed a 3-member hearing panel instead of its typical lone hearing officer, accommodating a proposal from Rokita. Justice Christopher Goff said doing so is particularly appropriate in this case because it involves conduct at the intersection of law and politics. In a 2022 interview with Fox News, Rokita called Indianapolis Dr. Caitlin Bernard an activist acting as a doctor and said his office would be investigating her conduct. Bernard, an OBGYN, oversaw a medication abortion for a 10-year-old rape victim from Ohio in 2022. That November, in a split decision and public reprimand, the High Court justices found that he had violated 2 of the rules of professional conduct for lawyers. In a sworn affidavit, Rokita admitted to the 2 violations and acknowledged he couldn't have defended himself successfully on the charges if the matter were tried. But the same day the reprimand was handed down, Rokita called the dispute, quote, a failed attempt to derail our work, end quote. The disciplinary commission filed a new round of charges against him in January, alleging he wasn't being truthful when he told the court he was accepting responsibility for his actions. The 3-member panel will submit a report, and the court will review the evidence and evaluate the law. Possible sanctions include a private or public reprimand, suspension from practice for a set period of time, suspension from practice with reinstatement only after the lawyer proves fitness, and permanent disbarment. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Retail giant Walmart is enrolling Vincennes University to help train employees. The training is part of Walmart's Associate to Technician program, which the box store first tested in Dallas with 100 workers. The training designed to give employees technical skills in electronics, mechanics, refrigeration, and troubleshooting. A civil engineering and land surveying firm in southern Indiana is looking to grow its operations in the region. Copperwhite Design Group plans to invest more than $4 million to establish an office in New Albany. Copperwhite is the parent of Paul Primavera and Associates in Corydon and Blankenbaker and Associates in Jeffersonville. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.